Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This is actually number 13 already. Thanks for everybody for sticking around, also for all the new subscribers. My channel is slowly growing, so thank you all for your support. In this episode we're going to be making a farm field with static grass, and I sped the steps up a little bit because it's easy enough. So I first put a layer of PVA glue down, undiluted, and spread it out, and now I'm adding my infamous Scenery Express soil as a bottom layer on it, so I get a natural soil color beneath the static grass. I'm going to be using a layering method for my grass, starting up with obviously after the soil, starting up with a series of applications of 2mm lengths first. This is going to be the base layer, and then on top of that I'm going to be layering longer grasses, which I'll show in a minute. So first with a brush I'm spreading out the soil nicely and even. I'm going to have to wet this down a little bit with some more diluted white glue to make sure it's soaked all the way through and gives me a good sticky basis to put the first layer of static grass down. So as you can see, I'm using a static grass applicator, and I've stuck the metal pin in the wet glue so to help me create the electric field a bit more evenly. It's not necessary, you can also hold the clamps sturdy, but this is an old-fashioned method I've learned in the past and seems to be working quite well. I am using a static grass applicator by Scenic. It's a UK brand, and this is their middle of the range applicator. I think it's called a micro applicator or something like that. So a little bit further, we're going to continue on the farm field. Obviously we've already applied the base static grass. That was fibers of 2mm in length. We're now going to add some patchy mix layers. It's all about layering in static grass to make it a bit more realistic, and also vary the colors a little bit. So the next two layers are slightly longer, 4mm. I've chosen the colors autumn static grass, 4mm, and I've also chosen muddy grass, muddy static grass. So that'll all dull this down a little bit, which I prefer. And I'm going to be using layering spray from a spray can in my bigger static grass applicator. These are all have to be from Scenic, UK brand. There's obviously many of others around, so choose what you're happy with and work with that. So I'm going to just readjust the camera a little bit so you can see the field better, and then we'll get going. So I've also put a piece of cardboard down just to protect the track and everything else behind it. I don't want you to get any glue in the water ditches either, because I want to get some grass on the embankment, but not in the water. As a matter of fact, I might probably in the next attempt put some masking tape on the water itself to prevent it. But here we go. So a little bit of layering spray, not too much. There we go. That's enough of that. You can now remove the thing. Load up some of the grass in the applicator. I'll start with the darker one, because then for the sake of the video you can probably see the difference bit better. Slide back, here we are. Get some out. That's probably enough for the first application. Just a good clump between my fingers. In we go. Get the lid on. Put it on. There we go. That laid up quite quickly already. Try a bit more. A little bit random as well. Because this acre, this farm field is going to be livestock. I'm going to put some sheep on it, so it doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. We've done a little bit of masking of the embankments, so we can also do a bit more along the railway track here. Let's scruff that up in a bit. There's always a lot coming out of these applicators, more than you need. So we're just on the rest of the static grass application. I'm just waiting for the glue of the layering spray to dry before I pull away the masking tape and hoover it clean. But that should be that. Now I have already learned from one mistake I think I've done. I showed you in another video that I poured the water and now I've added more static grass. I think, I mean, we're gonna see when everything's dry and everything's hoovered, but I think I might have some overspray on the water, which may have ruined the effect, the water effect. So we're gonna have to clean that up as best as we can and probably add one more layer of water over the top to restore it, but we'll see how it works out. And then you know, you live and learn, and it's okay. It's not a disaster. We'll manage it.